I was very much wondering about how I would do this video. I still don't really know what I'm really doing here. I don't really know why I'm doing this in the first place, although to call it a video is a bit, I mean, there's not exactly much visual in this video. That's kind of that's a big factor in what makes a video a video. It's more of just audio. And I don't know what I'm really talking about here, but it's been almost a year since I last posted a video on this channel. And a lot happens in a year. A lot. Things have changed for me a lot, but at the same time, remained very much the same. That's the way of life, I suppose. A lot of change, even though there's no real change in it. Seems to be a pattern. To a certain extent, for some reason, I missed posting videos on this channel. It's strange that I would miss it. I've never been much one for making videos or any sort of commentary or anything of that sort. I have a hard enough time talking to people as it is, and putting a video out on the internet for millions of people to possibly see, although this probably wouldn't get such attention. I guess you'd call it a form of social anxiety. It's this way I've been, well, as for the major anxiety, it would have been for a few years, but I mean, it's not like this is exactly new. It's something that has gone on longer than just a few years. I don't know. I just, I've done a lot of self-observation in the past 2 years especially. couldn't exactly tell you if I'm better off or worse for it. I'm still here. Not like that's gonna exactly change anytime soon. Probably won't change ever until, of course, one dies a natural death. It's the valuing of life, despite how I feel about it. It's strange. To me, anyway. I don't really know. I don't know where I'm going with this video, other than just to make a video. Of course, if you do see this video, I'm not exactly keen to putting my voice out onto the internet. As they say, internet is forever. And, well, say, eternity somewhat terrifies me. It somewhat does. I don't know. I mean, I know that the internet most likely, or at least anything I put on the internet, will not be around for eternity. But, it's, it just seems to me, that people will use things against you. Whether those things, no matter your intention, what you intended, it's, maybe it's a warped perception of it. I've seen, I'm sure everyone being on the internet, maybe some of you not as chronically online as I am, maybe more chronically online, some of you, but, I forget where I'm going with this. Yeah, perhaps it's just my own warped perception of humanity based on what I've seen on the internet, but it seems to me perhaps it's a minority of people, but they seem very intent upon using what you've said, what you've done against you in a way that it was never intended to be interpreted. I did not expect that this would be going on for 10 minutes. Already almost 11 minutes. Um, I, I, I do a lot of reading. At least I have done a lot of reading. It has been a little while since I've done an immense amount of reading, although that has not stopped me from writing rather prolifically, but at least I hope I use the word prolifically, or if that is a word, correct there. But, I've read quite a few books. As for retaining the knowledge of some of those books, not so much. And there's always more to be learned about a subject, it would seem. But I have, I guess, I don't know if superficial is the correct word here. A superficial understanding of a lot of subjects. I don't try to, well, sometimes I do, but I often understand that I don't know everything upon subjects. It's a lot easier to learn that way when you understand that you don't understand everything. Sometimes learning's fun that way. And sometimes it means almost your entire worldview gets discarded in a sense. I know that's happened to me, whether right or wrong at this point. I still don't know that. I think I'm right. I don't know for sure. But I certainly try to understand better. I've never been one much for emotional thinking to a certain extent. And I don't mean that in a way like I don't feel a lot of things. I mean that as in I often look at things more logically first, although you could say it's not really that logically. It's a sort of blend of emotion and logic, intuition, maybe. It's hard to explain what it really is sometimes, but I would consider it being more towards the logical side of things rather than emotional. Um, and despite how a lot of my feelings on things have been contrary to those things, I have tried to listen to those points. That is, tried some things. I understand that no matter what, people as we are have biases. It seems to be a part of what we are. But I've definitely, I understand that I still have biases towards things because they appear wrong to me. They certainly do appear wrong at the moment, but about a year ago, I could be wrong about some of these things. 'Cause about a year ago, I mean, I came to the point of deciding that I was wrong on a lot of things I believed on before. And here I am now. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know if I am correct now. It doesn't seem like anybody's is ever able to be 100% correct. But I hope that some of the things which I've come to believe or think are the truth, to think that I have knowledge in. I have I forgot what I was saying there. Perhaps it'll come back to me in a second. This is getting to be a bit lengthy, I'm seeing here. Through my lack of ability to understand editing videos, I have no idea how to do anything but a black screen at the moment. I mean, seeing as I do not wish to show my face to the internet. Who knows, maybe that'll be something to be done someday. Not right now, but maybe someday. But, I do know that right now I do not have any, say, technological skill to edit videos or the like. And I do not consider it a advisable move to show my face on a camera. It does already feel like a risk from from my standpoint, to put my voice out there, at least as it is here. And it does sound to me a bit nonsensical. I mean, you're being recorded when you go out in public all the time. Although I'm not exactly the type to often go out into the public sphere, you're still being recorded when you do go out into public. Cameras all over the place. It's businesses, dash cams, all sorts of things. Even got these flock cameras. Traffic cams, which I guess I think you'd understand the point. But YouTube is different. And there are reasons why I could not show my face. Probably not within the next year. And probably not going to be able to after a year. From where I sit, from what I see about my future, it does not. Everybody seems to, I say everybody, some people seem to envision the future as always going to be sunshine and lollipops, smiles and rainbows and unicorns. It's easy to focus on the positive things and ignore the negative. It's also easy to ignore the positive and only focus on the negative. I know that I am more on the side of focusing on the negative rather than the positive. And perhaps the over a decade of, well, I'm sure you can guess, it has that effect. I've feel like this is going on. I did not expect to be making anywhere near a 25-minute video. I only expect it to be maybe a couple minutes long. Funny how easy it is to talk to really to nobody. It's a microphone just recording right now. I'm talking to nobody. And when you, whoever you are, receive this video, I won't really, in a sense, be talking to you. Since this is past me, that the past does not exist. So the me which is speaking now does not really exist to speak to you in the present. It is only through the medium of recording that you are able to hear this. But anyway, again, I don't know the point of why I'm making this to a certain extent. There's a certain relief in anonymity. Although, well, even if you could find my location where I'm recording this, you still wouldn't know where I am. So it's the anonymity is very protective in this case here. So I guess I should be, in a sense, more confident in this, but it's still, I've heard it's a somewhat common fear, public speaking, which technically, as I've said, I'm speaking to nobody, but I'm sure you also understand that the potential of this video, even if it just goes out to 10 people, that's a lot for me. I hardly know 10 people, or speak with 10 people, really. So, 10, even 5, 3, 2, it's, I'm not exactly one to talk about things, which it may sound funny since I am talking right now, but I guess you could say it's the way the cookie crumbles. It's a strange desire to want to make a video, yet to be so afraid of doing so. It something that is more towards the irrational side of things, which it's in the realm of emotion, which cannot be adequately explained by all that we know right now. But I think that I'll end this video right here. If you sat through all this, I commend you and appreciate you listening to this, I suppose. I'm not really sure if that's a good thing or not. I hope it's a good thing. But yeah, I guess thank you for watching, listening. Maybe you were scrolling through shorts half the time you were listening to this, so, you know. But nonetheless, I guess thank you.